Courtois has been great this season. Looking at his saves in the Champions League alone is more than enough. But still, most people who watch football strongly dislike this goalkeeper. And the reason is not only that people may not like Real Madrid, for which Courtois plays. This story is closely related to the Manchester City player Kevin De Bruyne. You are watching the FUT History channel. Enjoy the video. Kevin De Bruyne and Courtois have known each other for a very long time. Back in the 2010-2011 season, they both played for Genk, then moved to Chelsea and began to play for the Belgian national team together, but one day their friendship came to an end. It happened in 2012. The girl with whom De Bruyne had been dating for 3 years, Caroline, decided to spend a few weeks in Madrid with her friends. Thibaut was playing for Atletico Madrid at the time. At one of the parties, Courtois accidentally met Caroline. Of course, he knew perfectly well who this girl was, and who her boyfriend was, but apparently this didn't stop Thibaut from flirting with the girlfriend of his best friend and former teammate. Caroline cheated on De Bruyne. Kevin himself found out about this from a friend he had in common with Courtois, who, and I quote, is not very smart. It's hard to imagine how Kevin felt when he heard such news about his girlfriend. In 2014, De Bruyne released an autobiography called Keep It Simple, in which he told about the betrayal of his ex-girlfriend with the goalkeeper. I couldn't understand why Courtois did that. It still hurts me to think about it, the midfielder admitted in the book. Later, Caroline herself told her side of the story. She explained why she decided to link up with Courtois. Speaking to Belgian publication Story magazine, she said, "Kevin cheated on me. I did not say anything for months because I couldn't say anything, as Kevin's parents said they would take legal action if I gave my story. I was under pressure and I could not have contact with Kevin. I respected everything." But in his book Keep It Simple, Kevin wrote a passage about my affair with Thibaut, so I decided to remain silent no longer. In the summer of 2012, Kevin told me that he had an affair with my old best friend. I gave him the choice, her or me. I was ready to give him another chance, but our relationship was never the same afterwards. I then went to Madrid, and even Kevin thought that this trip was a good idea. I asked him beforehand, but then something happened that should never have happened. That evening, Thibaut offered me what I had never received during a 3-year relationship with Kevin. With Thibaut, I could talk about anything and everything, and he even prepared me a delicious meal. Kevin never did it for me. Kevin had deceived me, and I thought, why shouldn't I do that too? Since then, the relationship between the players and the Belgian national team was, to put it mildly, not very good. In training, they constantly argued, and it almost ended up in a fight. Of course, the national team could no longer put up with this, and at that time, Marc Wilmots, the Belgian coach, offered Kevin to kick Courtois off the team. "You are an important player in my team, and I understand that you and Courtois will not be able to play together," the coach said. "If you want, I can kick him out of the team." But Kevin refused. "Whatever the reasons, I cannot decide Thibaut's fate. He is a good goalkeeper and has earned the right to play for the national team." The players, despite their cold relationship, continued to play together for the Belgian national team. The press attaché of the national team tried to convince journalists and fans that the midfielder and the goalkeeper had forgotten all about the old story and were just joking with each other, but they hardly believed him. In September of 2017, De Bruyne scored the only goal against Courtois in the Chelsea-Manchester City Premier League match. Obviously, it was the sweetest goal of the midfielder's career. It seems that Kevin said something unpleasant to Thibaut after the match. After Courtois' transfer from Chelsea to Real Madrid, journalists tried to provoke De Bruyne to comment. "Why are you asking me about Real Madrid and Courtois?" Kevin was surprised. "I'm not interested in his career. If he wanted to play in Madrid, then his dream has come true. I am glad that he left Chelsea, because the best should play in England." It seemed that Kevin forgave Courtois, but in 2020, Real Madrid and Manchester City met in the 1/8 Champions League match. According to De Bruyne's desire to score a goal against Real Madrid, it was clear that the player still wants to take revenge on Courtois, who defended the gates of the Royal Club. They couldn't win with a huge score, but Kevin was able to give an assist and realize a penalty, thereby helping the team win the match with a score of 2-1. This could have been a very epic ending to a movie. Kevin De Bruyne was able to defeat his girlfriend's lover in the city where the betrayal took place. It couldn't be better. By the way, as it turned out, Caroline did not need Thibaut at all. Their fleeting romance did not last for long, and Courtois has not changed over time. Recently, his marriage with the Spaniard Marta Dominguez fell apart. Even 2 children couldn't save the family. I think it's unnecessary to talk about the reasons for the divorce. Oh, it's not for nothing that after the sensational story, fans started throwing stuffed rats at the goalkeeper with a very clear undertone. Who do you think is right in this story? De Bruyne, Courtois, or maybe Caroline? Let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to support the video with a like and sub to the channel. I also recommend watching my video about how Wayne Rooney ruined his talent and turned from a legend to an alcoholic. See you guys later.